Hi everyone, I'm Jordy, and today I'm telling you everything about the ULTIMEA Skywave X70. Are you looking for cinema-like sound at home? Then this 7.1.4 sound system with Dolby Atmos might be the perfect choice for you. I'll take you through everything I like and don't like about it, and of course there's a sound test later in the video. Let's start with the unboxing and talk about the design and build quality. As you can see, the ULTIMEA Skywave X70 comes in a large box with some serious weight to it, which feels promising. The current retail price is $999, but I've seen it at a discount multiple times. When we open the box, we find the first components of the system. In the center there's an accessories box with an X on it, and I have to say, the packaging already feels very premium. Inside the accessories box there's an envelope with a detailed user manual. You also get a nice remote for the Skywave X70, a braided HDMI cable, an optical audio cable, a power cable with a power brick for the soundbar, a power cable for the subwoofer, two power cables for the rear speakers, wall mounts for the soundbar, and the necessary screws and wall plugs. Next to the accessories box we find the two rear speakers, and I'm genuinely impressed with their build quality. On the front and top there is the speaker grille, and the bronze-like finish on the top and logo really completes the design. On the back there is a mounting hole so you can attach them to speaker stands or mount them on the wall. You will also find the pairing button on the back, which is used during the setup. The DC power port is located underneath the speaker so you can neatly hide the cable. The power cable is the only cable you need to connect, so the speakers are almost wireless. Let's move to the second layer of the box. Here we find the Skywave X70 soundbar, which comes in 3 separate pieces. Just like the rear speakers, the design and color combination look great. The middle section of the soundbar has touch buttons on top for power, source selection, Bluetooth and volume control. On the back there are several ports to connect the soundbar to your TV or other devices. You get an HDMI eARC port to connect it to your TV, an HDMI input for external devices, an optical port for audio, a USB-A port, and a DC port for the power adapter. This part of the soundbar also includes 2 mounting holes. The left and right part of the soundbar have an extra speaker grill on the outer side, and on the back you will find mounting holes so you can attach the full soundbar to the wall. The 3-piece soundbar connects using a twist and click mechanism. Take the middle and left and right part of the soundbar and line up the bolts with the openings, and once the pieces connect with no gap, twist them in the right direction to lock them in place. It's not difficult, but you do need to know how it works. After that you have the complete Skywave X70 soundbar. Now let's move to the last item in the box, the massive and heavy 10-inch subwoofer. This thing is big and feels very premium. I already talked about the design of the rear speakers and the soundbar, but just look at the front panel with the ULTIMEA logo on the subwoofer. The enclosure features a wooden construction with a black finish. On the back you will find the power button and the port for the power cable. Now that we've unboxed everything and talked about the design and build quality, let's set it up so we can test the Skywave X70. First, connect the soundbar using the power cable and the included HDMI cable. Make sure it's plugged into the HDMI eARC port on the soundbar and the HDMI ARC or eARC port on your TV. The rear speakers only need a power cable and will pair wirelessly with the soundbar. The subwoofer also only requires power and connects wirelessly as well. Just make sure the subwoofer is turned on using the button on the back. That's it for the connections. Let's position all speakers and power up the Skywave X70 sound system. The first thing we want to do is make sure the TV settings are correct. In the audio settings, check that the sound output is set to the HDMI source. After that, go to the external device manager and make sure HDMI CEC is enabled so you can control everything with a single remote. In the advanced audio settings, also enable Dolby Digital Plus for the best sound experience. Before we move on to the movie sound test, I want to share some technical specs and a few things you should know. The Skywave X70 is a 7.1.4 surround system and a fully wireless multi-channel setup. The latency is under 20 milliseconds and I never experienced any noticeable delay. It delivers up to 980 watts of peak power, and the 10-inch subwoofer can go as low as 20 Hz for deep heavy bass. Now let's play a short movie clip with just the TV audio, and after that I will play the same clip using the ULTIMEA Skywave X70.
Dude, you're embarrassing me from the wizards.
I can't. He won't. I don't.
Stand down. Keep an eye on him. Thank you. embarrassing me in front of the wizards.
I can't or he won't. Like, I don't.
Hey, stand down. Keep an eye on him. Thank you.
Where'd that come from?
It's nanotech. You like it?
Hey, man. What's up, Mr. Stark?
Kid, where'd you come from?
The field trip. What is this guy's problem, Mr. Stark?
He's from space. He came here to steal a necklace from a wizard.
Hey, man. What's up, Mr. Stark?
Kid, where'd you come from?
The field trip. What is this guy's problem, Mr. Stark?
He's from space. He came here to steal a necklace from a wizard.
When I turned the X70 on for the first time, I was impressed. The sound is very immersive and the subwoofer is just crazy. The bass is heavy and you can really feel it while sitting on the couch. So if you don't want complaints from your neighbors, I would suggest lowering the bass a bit. Now, I want to get a little more technical to explain why the X70 sounds the way it does. It features gallium nitride amplifier technology, which in simple terms means the system can play louder, cleaner and more stable. It also produces less heat and less distortion at higher volumes, keeping the highs clear and lows deep and powerful. Then there's the triple-core DSP and dual-core MCU architecture, which delivers what they call neural-level processing power. In simple words, this means the system has enough processing power to handle all channels and effects smoothly. It allows faster real-time audio adjustments and smarter sound tuning. I've already given the X70 a lot of credit, but there are also a few things you should know before buying this system. As I mentioned earlier, it supports Dolby Atmos, Dolby Digital and Dolby Digital Plus over ARC or eARC. However, it does not officially support any DTS formats. So if you plan to use the Skywave X70 with DTS Blu-rays, that's something to keep in mind. Some users report that standard DTS can work over optical, but this is not officially specified by ULTIMEA. For gamers, the Skywave X70 is a great system to use while gaming. Just keep in mind that the HDMI pass-through does not support VRR. That means it's better to connect your console directly to your TV for the best gaming performance and then send the audio back to the soundbar through ARC or eARC. Once everything is set up, this system really shines, especially in FPS games where being aware of your surroundings is important. Now let's play some music on the Skywave X70 to hear a bit more audio variation.
Yeah, we stopped nothing, baby. They couldn't take us, they couldn't change us, they couldn't catch us if they tried. Now we didn't care at all about winter or spring or fall.
Just like with movies, music on the X70 sounds really good. You can hear the clarity in the audio even at higher volumes. The soundstage of the 7.1.4 system is impressive as well. You can stream music wirelessly through Bluetooth, but it does not support Spotify Connect or Apple AirPlay since it cannot connect to a Wi-Fi network. You can also use the ULTIMEA app with the Skywave X70. When it's turned on, the app gives you plenty of control. You can change the input source, which is currently set to the TV, and adjust the EQ settings. There are 6 preset modes with different sound effects, and this is something you want to tweak to find what suits you the best. Personally, I prefer the cinema preset with slightly reduced bass. You can also customize the EQ manually to match your music style. At the bottom, you can adjust the surround and up-firing levels. Up-firing simulates ceiling speakers by reflecting sound upward. The last feature is called Submix, which makes standard audio sound bigger. But if you're already using Dolby Audio, you can turn this feature off. Now let's move on to my overall thoughts on the ULTIMEA Skywave X70. This 7.1.4 sound system impressed me from the moment I turned it on. It really delivers a cinema-like experience at home. With 980 watts of peak power and a subwoofer that can reach 20 Hz, it has a lot to offer. The bass is deep and heavy, even at lower bass levels. The overall sound experience is impressive, and I really enjoy watching Dolby Atmos movies on this system. At almost $1,000, it's not exactly a budget option, but I've seen the Skywave X70 available at a reduced price multiple times. I will leave a link in the description so you can check the latest price. But even at this price, I still think it's worth it. It's a quality system and the speakers look great. The bronze and black design gives it a premium feel. You can place the speakers wherever you want since it's a fully wireless system. It's also nice that you can choose how to control everything. You can use the buttons on the soundbar itself, the remote, or the ULTIMEA app. And the app works really well. On the back of the soundbar there's an extra HDMI port so you don't lose one on your TV. Just keep in mind that it doesn't support DTS formats. Also, the video pass-through does not support VRR, so it's better to connect your console directly to your TV for the best performance. But overall, it's a great sound system that delivers an amazing experience. And that's it for this review of the ULTIMEA Skywave X70. Let me know what you think about the X70, and if you have any questions, I'm more than happy to help. If you found this video helpful, don't forget to like the video and subscribe to the channel so you don't miss any upcoming reviews and tutorials. Thanks for watching and have a great day.